Welcome back to Fox and Bear Studio. I'm Annalise Bates, and today we're going to be showing you how to apply papers onto the drawer fronts or onto your furniture. The first thing to do, of course, is select your paper. Fox and Bear, we've designed 3 collections initially. The range I'm looking at today is from the Steampunk collection, and we're going to choose something to go on this drawer front. You'll see that I've not finished the drawer yet, we've not sanded it off, we've not done anything else to it. All that will happen later. All this has had so far is 2 coats of paint. So choosing your paper, you need to choose one that's going to go with the colour of your paint, and you're going to choose the areas of the paper that actually work on your design. I try not to be too fussy about it, I try not to worry about it too much, I just get on and do it and just enjoy the process. So what we're going to do, some people will, and I know you will, there are those of you out there that will have to measure with a ruler and be very precise about it, and you'll see I do the really technical thing of putting the piece of paper and lining it up and actually just creating myself a line. I don't believe in making myself work if I don't need to. And I'm literally just lining that up, folding it so I get a nice clear line, and I'm just going to cut it with a pair of scissors. You might prefer to use your sort of scalpel knife, cutting boards, guillotines. You can do whatever you like. Like I say, I don't worry about it too much. I eyeball it a lot, and I don't worry about it, and I'll add some sandpaper afterwards. This will fit, our paper is 12 inches by 12 inches, so obviously not going to fit everything. That just covers that section, so I need a little piece more for here. I'm not going to worry about joining the writing up. Once it's on and the furniture's done, you will not notice detail like that. This is why you don't need to worry about it. I'm literally just going to go again and make the lines. So you don't have to be technical, you don't have to be good at cutting out, you're just having a go, it's a bit of fun. So that line and cut. And now have the papers that are just going to go onto this space here. Okay, so all I'm going to do, Fox and Bear have got their own glue, the furniture glue. It's a PVA base glue, and we're simply going to apply it to the drawer, like that. I'm using a sponge, it's called cut and dry foam. You can use anything. If you like sponges, you can use a makeup sponge, you can use a washing up sponge, they're a little bit more porous, a little bit bigger holes in it. You can use a brush, you can use your fingers if you're so inclined, you can do what you like to apply the glue. There's no right and wrong way. That's on, and all we're simply going to do is pop the paper on like that, smooth it down. Doesn't want to stick at that end, so we're going to add some more glue. So I'm literally just going to grab, it's playing for the camera this piece, so pop that on here, and don't be afraid to glue over the top, it just adds, it's like another layer of sealant on it. Okay. Really get the edges, squash out any air bubbles that come up, because they will. It's a bit like wallpaper, you get little lines and bubbles. Generally speaking, as it dries, they will just go. Really glue the joint where you're putting the 2 pieces of paper together. So a bit more glue at this end, because that's playing as well. You can see there's a bubble, so just taking it and pushing it out. And of course you can always come back to this when it's dry. If you've still got an air bubble raised, you can just pop a bit more glue underneath. If it's really bad, you can try and lift it and just add a bit more glue underneath should you need to. So, and we're just going to put that like that, scrape off any excess glue, swipe it off, and then we're just going to leave that to dry, and then we're going to come back to it. So I've allowed that to dry, and it's very important that you do allow it to dry before you do the next stage, otherwise your paper's just going to tear and it'll spoil it. The paper's quite a heavyweight cardstock, and it will take you sanding it. It's got a white core, so when you sand it, it will fade down nicely, and it just tones it down and brings it into the edges and stops it being so stuck on the front. If you see on this, how it's fading it down and bringing it in. And it's this time now that as we're doing the sanding on the paper that we'd sand the rest of the drawer and tidy it up and age it. So on this drawer, make that a little bit older. We'll sand it quite heavily on that bit. And you can see it's starting to take shape. And all we simply do, we work on it like that until we've got the whole drawer done, we tidy up the edges and the top and everything else, and then we're simply going to lacquer it. And there you go. Job's done. Thanks for watching this tutorial. There will be more to follow soon. You'll find them at www.foxandbearstudio.co.uk, or you can follow the link below. Bye.